This is your daily market review for Thursday, April 10th, 2025. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Thursday, April 10th, 2025. Hopefully you're having a great day. Markets rocketed yesterday. We talked about potentially at some point, got it quicker than I thought, but ultimately is what it is. You were going to get some pullbacks. Now, I personally think the faster you get it over with, the faster we can move higher, if that's the course that the market's going to take, which in my opinion will be the case. But again, we're going into earnings. We're going into seasonally bullish times. Again, market down, VIX 60, put call ratios out of blown out, whatever. We can go in all of the reasons, but ultimately, this is typically how it works. Like people expect V bottoms and V tops. They don't know how to market fucking moves. Excuse my language, but it's absolutely comical because people will say, we'll go, do you see the market's down 5% today? And they freak out and you're like, wasn't it up like what, 10, 12% yesterday? So again, it's barely even a 50% retracement of the move. Now, again, doesn't mean we can't retest the lows. We talk about this all the time. You know, retest. But you had VIX spiking, so I doubt we'll get there. And so if you paid attention to the comments we were talking about in the Discord room, if you checked out August of 2018, it was the same kind of thing, like a China blow up, and the market dropped big, rallied back the next day, and then did the same kind of thing. It backed up about 50% of the down move, and then it was off to the races, right back to the highs within a couple months. So we'll see what happens here. Again, typically the market goes up. If Trump, again, you have some big things coming down the pipeline. You got tax cuts extended. You got a corporate tax rate of 15%, capital gains rate tax removed. All these things in budget passes, if all this stuff pops in, and at some point, again, the worst case scenario is pricing in with tariffs. You don't really have a recipe for much downside unless what, World War III breaks out. But even then, war is bullish for the markets. It gets pretty wild here. Again, the risk reward is in your favor with the right stocks. Be careful, be safe. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Always here to help. Again, check out Discord room, links description below if you'd like to chat and Calendly. Let's connect. Also, follow, like, subscribe, posting tons of stuff on Twitter. I mean, there's so many people just misrepresenting what is going on. What they don't recognize, like if China's falling, the world money comes into what? The United States. Just like the day when China was down 13%, we were down what? Nowhere close to that, 3-4%. I'm telling you, money flows here. Until that ends, I don't know when that ends, but betting against that has not been a smart trade. Because again, they have so much protectionism, they will literally confiscate businesses just because they feel like it. That can't fly in the United States, or at least it hasn't. Also, hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell. I appreciate it. If you'd like to donate, link description below. Also, hit the thanks button. Love to help out. Again, last but not least, check out tradeagent.com. Resources, recommended reading books, all your videos on how to trade. It's also on the YouTube channel. So let's get into it. So fear and greed index got back down to 6 today. Again, extreme greed or fear. You're not buying down here? Okay. Again, I don't know how long and how fast, how big the move up will be. But again, you got earnings coming tomorrow. We had the CPI data come in, which today, again, inflation's coming down quickly. You know, I think it's only going to fall down more once oil prices stabilize here in the low 60s. Yeah. Again, it's the perfect storm for the worst case sentiment and the worst case feelings to get invalidated and the market to do what it always does. Take the most amount of money from the most amount of people buying puts and shorting at the lows. Absolutely getting crushed. We know there's a meeting coming up in May. As of right now, there's no projection for a cut. Market stays down, they'll keep pulling for it. We'll keep an eye on it. Bitcoin, I don't trust Bitcoin at all. I mean, I hate to rant on this, but after big moves leads to consolidation. Well, you're so close to where the move started. Why wouldn't we come right back to where we started at some point? It's known to do this. We'll see what happens here. Look, big move, consolidation, big move, consolidation. I don't know what else to say here. I mean, again, I don't like Bitcoin. It's not acting well. It's not acting like gold. Say it's digital. Gold near the highs. Digital gold not at the highs. So you got to just parse out your beliefs and your ego and your thoughts and your desires and look at it and go, well, what's it doing? So I don't want to touch it. I'd wait for the low 70,000s or we need to break it back over 93,000. In between this, I don't want to play the game. Sorry. Oil, again, here we go. Comes from 82, 81 down to 60, 58. Okay, bounces back yesterday, pulls back inside day, makes higher highs and higher lows. That could be the trend flipping. Natural gas we're hoping to pull back, not as deep as we want, but there it is. Take it when you can get it. Dollar, look at this. Blast off, rally back, dip down. Okay, again, volume is incredibly light today. We'll see what happens here. Again, the Chinese yuan at 18-year lows versus the dollar. Somebody knows something about China. We'll see if they implode. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. VIX, we keep talking about like the VIX 60. I've only seen it like 5 times in my lifetime of trading. You got there again. And look what you're doing. You're making lower highs. Keep an eye on it. Again, I mean, I'm not saying you can't go up and make a new high, but again, if you're thinking about investing 1, 2, 3 months, years, weeks, whatever down the road, you're looking at this as buying opportunities. I'm telling you, it'll stabilize out at some point. They always try to figure it out. SPY. We were down 4.5. Well, dude, look at this day. It's an inside day. I was posting the levels. I said, watch the 510s, held. Watch the 520s, held. I mean, the sentiment is so shitty. People are like losing their minds. And I'm like, it's an inside day. It looks pretty bullish to me. And look, you got to retest the range lows, this blue zone. Now, maybe you do it again. I don't know. Maybe we blow out at some. I don't know. But the risk reward says at worst you chop and maybe we pop. So be careful out there. Man, I'm telling you, just people just lose their fucking minds. They don't zoom out. Looking at the 5-minute chart. Same thing with the Qs. Look at it. Head of held that's like 430s. Got it. Look at that close. Remember, the open and close matter. Open high, you wick down, trap, people dumped, and then it closed back at near the highs. That says something. IWM, again, I love small caps for the long term. Look at this. Same kind of thing. Inside day. People losing their mind, like talking shit, like, oh man, market's going to dump. I'm like, are you watching this action, these wicks and the close? I mean, you had the biggest green boner candle I've ever seen in a day. And they expect that we're just going to continue higher, like endlessly. I mean, we talked about this. I expected chop. How deep? I didn't really expect deep. I thought more of like a, in time, maybe like next week you come back to it. But fuck it, get it out of the way. No problem. Speaking of gold, this is what gold is doing. Again, I don't trust it for Q2. But again, I own physical, but I'm not sitting here going short it. But damn, like Bitcoin would love this kind of move. And Bitcoin can do that. But at this point, again, I don't trust gold at the highs because the volume is exploding at the highs. That typically is exit liquidity. We'll see if it ends up being that. But this is what risk-off assets doing, not Bitcoin. Again, I hate to pick on it, but it gets so annoying when you hear these folks just endlessly buy. And it's like, it's going lower, it's going lower, it's going lower. You don't add to losers. When you buy something, you want to see it hold a level. Or you want to see it consolidate. Or start building the case to move higher and then pulling back. Not just new low after new low after new low off the high. That is not bullish. That's how you get wrecked. Silver, again, I'd like to see silver catch up. But look at the miners, dude. Usually not a Q2 phenomena, but holding up pretty well. Keep an eye on it. GDXJ, again, I'm not saying short this stuff, but I would just wait for pullbacks. But if it doesn't, cool. I don't care. Again, own gold, own silver, love it long term. AEM, new highs. AG, not acting as strong as I think it should. Keep an eye on it. Newmont got over the 48 area. Anyone pay attention to that? Talking about it. There you go. PAAS, holding up pretty well. Keep an eye on this stuff. Again, I mean, I'm personally not going to say short any of this, but again, it's due to consolidate. It's the same thing when I was talking with Bitcoin folks. Like, man, you know you're ripping to new highs after a huge move, and you're going to keep telling people to buy it, not take any profit, not hedge, not diversify out, knowing that this is what happens. Big moves lead to consolidation before they go higher, especially if it's a bull market. That's part of the market. Taiwan semi, let's get into tech. As I said, I really don't trust semis, but they've bottomed. Look at this. There's your blowout. You're making higher lows. All right, we consolidate inside day. Need more information. I wouldn't say it's definitely going lower or higher at this point, meaning like let it play out. Micron, we talked about this being a piece of crap. I mean, I said this is when it peaked. You know, here we go. Now, again, I don't trust semis at all because again, once you have a semi bull cycle that leads to the bear cycle is brutal because it's not because their chips go out of business. It's because everyone makes great chips and they flood the market and it's like too many chocolate chips out there. AMD, again, I've been hearing the same freaking idiots on Furus. I'm like, Buy. Dude, it's down from 230 down to 80. Now, again, it's due to bounce, but the same idiots yelling buy. Maybe they'll be lucky here again. We're due to bounce. I wouldn't be surprised. 200-day, 100-day, I don't know, at some point. But again, long term, I don't trust chips. That's why I go back to the early videos of 2025. I think NVIDIA is the short of 2025. Now we talked about it. It's not going to go down a straight line. Okay, cool. Nice bounce. People don't recognize, like, money doesn't get destroyed. It rotates. At some point, it's not going to go flooding back into overpriced chip names with negative growth and decreasing margins. Keep an eye on this stuff. Again, I'm not shorting, but it's like due to bounce. SMCI, same kind of thing. Due to bounce. I've said this multiple times with Intel. I think it gets bought out in the low 20s. Here you go. Trading range from 18 to 27. Trade it if you'd like. Keep it simple. AVGO. Big buyout coming, or buyback, even though Apple's not going to buy their chips anymore. Again, I don't trust these names at all. Not to say that they can't bounce, but I just don't trust them. SMH, we talked about this due to bounce. Okay, cool. Topped a long time ago. These names have a lot of room to dump potentially. They've gone on a monster run. Zoom out since 2020. Since the COVID lows, 44 up to 280. Nope, don't want to touch that. We'll let it play out. We'll let it bounce around, play the game. We'll come back another time. A couple years maybe. Adobe. People are like, really? I'm like, yeah. Chopping around. Apple, we talked about it due to bounce. Held the zone. Okay, now look at today. Inside candle. Oh, it's so bad. It's so ugly. Okay. Amazon. Oh, it's so ugly. Oh, you just had a big ripper. Okay. Meta. Oh, it's so ugly. Talked about taking profits on Med2 at the 200-day. If you took it about 30, you bought in the low 20s, bought at 30. I know folks who traded this 30% in 2 days. Congrats. On stock. Easy. Made your nut. You're good. I know I sold out yesterday. Cool. Looking to buy back in. Didn't pull the trigger. I've been actually looking at more commodity names, but that's just me. Do what you need. CRM. Inside day. Google. Inside day. Do you get my point here? A 20-day oversold. Some of these names, they're due to bounce. And again, the market overall is due to bounce. Look at Microsoft. Freaking perfect doji. Man, I'm just mind boggled. People are like, the market, it looks so bad. I'm like, what looks bad about today? Digestion day. Give it an NDAQ. Again, I think this exchange gets punished long term. This thing's even bouncing. Perfect. And MicroStrategy. Here we go. We said watch the 240s. You got the bounce. Ooh, it's open. No, it's an inside day. Keep an eye on it. Netflix. Now, again, if they come back to the range lows, you always have to have that in the back of your mind. But damn, don't chase. Right? Like, you can't chase that big update. You got to pull back. And now what? Oh, you're scared to buy? Netflix not really buying. Again, I'm just talking in generals. Netflix not really. I'm just watching. Roblox at the 200-day looks fine. PanW talked about this buying, right, in the 140s. Oh, it's so ugly, Dan. If you would have bought down here. No. Tesla. Oh, if you would have bought it to whatever it was, the 215. Oh, dude, it closed at 250. Inside day. Look at the volume down here after a big down move. Consolidate. Oh, it looks so bad. Okay, if it breaks, well, fine. That's the low probability. In my mind, it's building a base. And it is just pulling in liquidity. And when it's ready, there's going to be no sellers because everyone's going to have bought down here who's wanting to buy. Keep an eye on it. Sorry, I don't know. Again, everyone's just betting on the end of the world has never been a long-term bet. And you can't stay short forever. Palantir made that mistake plenty of times. Palantir. Same thing. Oh, look at Doji. Insight. I like this name a lot. Down here, I think it's a buyout target. Been waiting. HIMS, even this thing is a turd. And we talked about big up moves lead to consolidation. All right, well, here it is. Consolidating out of range lows. Keep an eye on it. 200-day seems like pretty solid area. Baba, is this like going to be catching up because China makes a deal at some point? Ooh, looks so bad. No, it made a higher high today. Get out of here. 200-day. So many people crying and whining. And again, I get it. They'd never seen this before. McDonald's holding up pretty damn well. Starbucks. We talked about this shorting at the 118 level. Due to bounce. Another inside day. Do you see the recurring pattern here? Inside days everywhere. Airbnb. Right? Inside day due to bounce. I mean, I don't know what else to say. We're just rattling through and see if there's anything catching our eye. Coin, Doji, same thing. DKNG, I mean, I don't like this stock, but I was like, it's due to bounce. I don't think gambling is going to do really well coming up unless they flood the market with liquidity. But at this point, just I don't know. Just you trade what you want. And again, you figure out what's the best to you. Costco. Oh, the world's gonna. No, dude, it's up like 10% off the lows. Holding up just fine. FedEx. Inside day. Talked about the oversold bounce. Keep an eye on it. XLF. We have earnings tomorrow. Please. Financials. Oh, look at the bounce. Man, maybe they reset test the lows. That'd be a gift. Put those on your radars. I mean, you got JP Morgan tomorrow, right? You got Morgan Stanley. You got Wells Fargo, BlackRock. We'll see. Hood. Just so the order's continuous. Oh, it looks so... No, just a doji. JP Morgan, right? Keep an eye on this. I mean, near term, I don't know. But when you go from 280 down to whatever, 200, pretty fast, you just pay attention to it. Watch it. Watch the 200-day. Watch the 20-day. Again, banks hold all the risk here, but if they figure it out, banks aren't going to get penalized. We'll see what happens. Morgan Stanley, Stanley Morgan, same kind of thing. Bouncing, chopping around. Bank of America, same kind of thing, right? Do you guys see what I'm saying? They have earnings all coming up. Goldman Sachs, they're all either Friday or early next week. Chopping around. Keep an eye on it. Carry, we even talked about Carry bouncing. Look at this. Keep an eye on it, right? XBI, again, I like the bios down here, right? They've been absolutely, baby bios, been throttled. Keep an eye on it. Jets, inside day, right? After getting blown out. Keep an eye on it. XHB, even housing was up yesterday with higher interest rates. Inside day. Do you see that, like the reoccurring theme here? And let's get into some names that I think, again, are like absolutely on sale. Dow. Talked about it. Inside day. Look at the volume down here. Blow off. Here he is. Just creeping down. Volatility chop. Blow off. Pow. Huge volume. At the lows. Like it down here. Oh, but I didn't get it. You bought it yesterday at 29. Oops. No. No, you didn't. You don't chase. You could have bought some today on the pullback, right? If you wanted to. CE. This one was down 14.5%. It says, I feel like that's not right, but whatever. I guess typically, yeah, it is. I'm not seeing the volume down here, so I'm not in love with it as much. Caterpillar, right? Here you go. Higher lows today. Inside day. Deer. Come on. Give me. Deer. Here you go. Watch it. Chopping. Look at this. Doji. Nothing. Nucor. We like steel a lot. Absolutely love steel. Oh, come on. Why are oh, because it's got alarms on these guys. Nucor. Blow off move. Here you go. Chopping around. X. We talk about it getting bought out. We'll see. IILN. Up today. Making higher lows. I like commodities. Valet. Right? It's a gift from the gods to retest the range lows. Holding up really well. Arrow. We talked about this. Man, I love this name down here. Didn't think I would be able to buy it in the 10s and the 8s, the 8, 9, 10. Are you fucking kidding? Awesome. FQVLF. We talked about the 10 area. You're welcome. There you go. SACO. Copper names. Again, more copper names. Blow-offs. Here you go. Holding up pretty well. Freeport McMoran. You see, this is a reoccurring theme. Inside day. URNJ. Talk about buying this down here. It was up today. You see my point? CCJ, again, we like uranium. Here it is, holding the 36. CF, talked about you could buy the ag names. You're welcome. These things blown off, back at the range lows. Mosaic said, watch the trend line. Look at yesterday, or the channel. Doji. SQM, I like this one a lot. Talked about buying this one anywhere down here. Are you going to get 32? I don't know. Snack it. NTR, barely down, 0.19% today. All right, awesome. AA, again, Coop was talking about there's a bunch of calls coming on this. Down. Back at the range lows. Do you think other people don't see this shit? Or are you just tunnel vision watching the 5-minute chart, not zooming out? Kalu, same kind of thing. I mean, do you see the point? Like, you can be buying material names. MP, this one's been holding up really well and holding... Oh, sorry, I skipped a cliff. Again, blow-offs. Absolute blow-offs. MP was one that we're watching. Right? Keep an eye on it. 100-day. just kind of mind boggled. I mean, again, I get so many people like panicking, but again, I guess that helps me recognize too the bottom. Tan, even solar blown out, right? We talked about this. I don't trust Sedge or ENPH. Nothing. I do like First Solar though. I think some of these other junior solar names that are just not that great. And you go. I like this area down here. Look, someone's buying it every time it gets below 120. HYG, we said you got to be out of your mind to buy corporate debt. Yeah, we told you. All right, here we go. Blow off. Holding the mid-set. I mean, do you see what's going on here? It's like a bunch of inside days. Oil, right? Bounces back. I don't even really like that. I mean, again, or sorry, that was oil. Let me get it right. Inside day after a blow off. UNG, again, I don't like this product, right? Poo. Even this, again, we talked about KOLD was the short. If you get the upper 20s, low 30s after this bounce, that was the short. Now it's, yeah, keep an eye on it. XOP been screaming from the rafters. Are you kidding? Look at this, under 100. Under 100. Keep an eye on it, right? MPC. Higher lows. Valero, same kind of thing. Higher lows, keep an eye on it. ExxonMobil. This one had been holding up pretty well, so I'm not surprised that it retested the lows. Like when you zoom out, like it doesn't look that bad. But here you go. Watch the 98.99. BP. Talked about this being a gift down here. Look at this. Back test the trend line. Inside day. Occidental. Is it an Occident? No. I mean, I think you got to be watching this stuff closely. Right? Blow-offs. I mean, I thought these were gifts, and then kapow. You set your stop, said, all right, whatever. Dude, you got even cheaper. Do you think Buffett's acting down here? Buffett's going to take this thing private probably. Devon Energy, again, blow-offs. Apache, right? Blowing off. Lyondell Base, blowing off. CVE, like this one a lot. Down here, junior ones. EQT, holding up pretty well. And last but not least, Flex LNG. I mean, I was reading something again where one of the deals that Trump is trying to negotiate is instead of using Russian gas, they're going to be using American natural gas. Which again, if you do that, what do you think that means? What do you think that means? There's going to be exporting. I like the exporters. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Always here to help. Again, please don't overthink this. Do not have fucking tunnel vision. Stop looking at the last 3 or 4 days only. Zoom out, see the bigger picture, see the repeating patterns, see how the market evolves. And I imagine you're going to do great. But if you got this tunnel vision, you just think something always has to happen the way that you think it's going to happen, good luck with that. All right. I appreciate all the love, support, generous donations. You have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.